Hello, everyone here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Stitzer, Wisconsin. Here, our crash-tastic map here so far. Everyone, again, as I've kind of started here the last couple episodes, I keep playing around. I'm going to see if I can figure out what is causing the crash, Evan. So this time around, had a couple good ideas for you folks watching here. One of which was, hey, maybe you should try removing all your other modded maps and see if that makes a difference. Maps, of course, can be a big source of additional scripts that can cause problems. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but you know what? That's a great idea. So I think I removed all my modded maps here, and, well, unfortunately, that apparently wasn't it. Oh, actually, apparently we're still crashing it. I thought I waited long enough here. Maybe not. Anyway, a couple of things to talk about while we wait for the crash to clear up, everyone. We're sitting in the cow barn here at the moment, of course. If you remember, everyone, we bought 500 cows here. Their health is still absolutely zero. I don't know what's going on with that. They have some mineral feed here at the moment. We definitely need a much larger source of mineral feed, because that is, that 2,000 liters of mineral feed is not going to go very far, I don't think. Also, speaking of not going very far, though, Evan, between episodes, I did go ahead and make a few modifications here to this particular cow pen here. If you remember, this cow pen, or cow barn, I guess, technically, this cow barn held, and I forget, was it 180, 120? I forget the exact number, what it held before. It held like 100-some thousand liters of food, and that was it, which is completely 100% unacceptable. That is just ridiculously, like, what in the world? Like, what happened? I had this set up here. Okay, we're still cheating in silage here, by the way, so that's what's going on here at the moment. Again, as a reminder, before I updated the map here, I had this barn basically full of silage, and it was like it was over 1 million liters of something. I just don't remember exactly what. So I'm trying to get there here again, because I don't want to have to like where we're going to get 1 million liters of silage from it. We don't just, we're cheating it in here. So anyway, also, so yeah, up the number that this barn can hold of, and I just added a 0 to that number. So now we're close to, I think it was, I forget if this is 1.8. I think it was 1.8 million this can now hold for feed. I also upped the straw number. Don't ask me. I don't remember what I just added a 0 to that one as well. So we went from, I think it was 320. For some reason, this barn held a significant amount of straw. I think it was 320,000 liters of straw. Oh, I think I stuck a 1 in front of it. So I think it's like 1.3 million now is what it holds, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but then for feed, Evan, it only held like 100 and, I forget if it was 120 or 180,000, whatever it was here last episode, Evan. So, yeah, I'm like, what? I don't know. I got nothing. And it held more before the update, too. So apparently something with the update, the mod author decided that this barn needed to hold significantly less for some reason. Not sure what kind of drugs that person was doing, but don't do those, kids, because apparently those are really bad for you. Mentally affects you, apparently, because, wow. Fortunately, I've been making these changes relatively easy. Just had to find the cow barn. It's farm 1. Find the free stall. Actually, speaking of free stall here, by the way, there's one other thing I wanted to check here as well, because there was a couple other settings in there. I'm like, maybe change this one. Oh, not that's what I want. You gonna let me? I don't know if I actually want to click the button or not. It's not highlighting like it will. There was a allow sellable option, and like it was set to no of it. I'm like, what happens if I set this to yes? Anyway, we're not just gonna sit. Hello, back the truck. I thought I got out. The heck? Not a truck. Okay, there we go. What in the world? Okay, well let's get out of that here. That's enough of that nonsense. I don't know what was going on there. Okay then. What? Okay. I'm trying to get out of the truck. Literally. Oh, well, over here. Might as well fill this up here again. That unloading. Okay, let me try this here again. Let's see if we get right into the vehicle here. It's not going to let me click on that, is it? Okay, fine. Visit the field. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Into the chop ribbon. Between episodes, I've had Courseplay working on this here. Courseplay has not done a particularly good job of this here so far, but it has been, not the greatest. So we'll see if we can do some chopping ourselves here. Get some GPS set up here. That in Why does it switch vehicles every time? I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that one. Hopefully, apparently we're breaking other things here or something. Unfold pipe first. Not sure why the pipe's folded. That's kind of weird. Must be something Horseplay probably did. Oh, let's see once here. I could line up with the same path that Horsplay's using, or take a quick look at the map here. If we just, I think if we just run like a 90-degree angle, I think we'll be fine. I think that's what we're going to plan with here, everyone. So let's get that set up. Oh, I had it on already. Turn that back on. Okay, what? Nope. Okay. Huh. Okay, apparently somehow my control key is the tab key. Oh, that's a new problem, though. Okay, so that's what's going on. For some reason, so like when I try to do Control S, everyone, it is, I might not be able to get GPS to load here if that's going to be what? So, there we go, tab. Tab still works yet. Oh, now it's not doing it. Okay, good. That was weird. That was really weird. I have no idea what that was about. Do I not have... Oh, I don't have any tracks yet. Interesting. I thought we had some tracks here already. Oh, turn that off. We don't need that on. Yeah, when you have developer mode turns on, you accidentally push an F11 key, and you never know what happens, right? So we want... Actually, I need to save this or create one here first. We are going to set A at... I think we need 90 for this, right? And we'll save that. And then actually, let's set our lines here as well. Auto width. Just under... Was that actually... I guess that'll work. Thought it was a little more of an angle than that, but... Let's start chopping some corn. So we'll spend the rest of this episode probably working on this here, everyone. Got the Meyer forage box here again, and the New Holland S2200 chopper here. Yeah, at least it's a little better than the tow behind chopper we had here last episode, everyone. Okay, I don't know if folks can hear that on the mic here or not, but apparently Roomba is stuck under my desk here. Didn't even notice that. Nah. Note to self, when I'm done recording, I will have to extract Roomba from underneath the desk. For those of you ever have a Roomba vacuum cleaner that gets, or I imagine probably any one of the other number of other robot vacuum cleaners, Evan, too, if they get stuck somewhere, at least with Roomba anyway, it'll, I don't know, every 30 minutes or so, it'll like, hey, I'm stuck over here. Hey, I'm stuck over here. Not quite, you know, slight interpretation there, right? But, not like a good computer area for Roomba to get stuck in, too, right, everyone? Got cables and stuff like that. Usually I try my best to keep all my wires and cables off the ground, everyone, because otherwise, yeah, Roomba there is like munchy. And obviously, having a robot vacuum cleaner doing munchy on your computer wires, that's probably not a good idea. Okay, anyway, we'll get this corn chopped here, man. I want to see how far we can make it here this episode. I mean, we got a fair amount of work done here at last episode. I want to just, again, Horseplay. I constantly had to fix Horseplay, but it, yeah. And I got it set up with auto drive and Horseplay. So auto drive was running the unload for Horseplay. Again, I don't think Horseplay supports that. I don't think anyway. So now auto drive is running the auto load or the unload. But yeah, Horseplay just was constantly getting stuck on this field for some reason. I don't know what was up with that. Just, yeah. Typical Horseplay, right? Horseplay did a couple of headland passes. And then that would probably help if I would do a few more headland passes, that one. Maybe then Horseplay. I did change a few settings, and it did seem like it got better, but then I ran out of time to test it here yesterday. So I might actually have it fixed. Just I need to run some more headlands here. And I've actually, I don't know if you can tell, I've actually generated a new Horseplay course. I was going to start running it here when I started recording this episode, but like, well, we're just going to do some chopping ourselves here. Maybe we'll See how much of this field we can finish here ourselves here this time around. Gotta love the dirt texture on this chopper, right? Yeah. So mod author wasn't paying any attention at all. For those of you wondering, by the way, mod authors really don't have an excuse for this because for those who do any mod editing, right in Giants Editor, it will show you this. Like, plain as day. I'm like, yeah, mod authors have no excuse for this. Like, if they knew it was going to look like this. Like, really? You just released it that way anyway? The problem in this case, I know exactly what's wrong here in this case. The mod author has the texture stretched across the dirt map. Actually, I shouldn't say stretched. He's actually got it, like, shrunk. So he's got it shrunk down to, I don't know, maybe a couple pixels wide, maybe a pixel, I don't know, who knows. Yeah, he's got it shrunk way down on the dirt map to, like, minimal. So maybe a pixel or two wide, a couple pixels at most. I'm guessing, looking at this one here, it's probably 1 pixel wide. If you look at the streak here on this middle section, I don't see any changes in that streak from what I can tell. It looks like it's the same streak the whole way across that panel. So probably 1 pixel wide, if I had to guess, on the dirt map, as opposed to like maybe the side panel here. Can't really tell from the side panel. Hard to say. Depends on the dirt texture map, right? But looks like the dirt texture map is taking up quite a bit more of the dirt map. All fun stuff that goes into modding, right? Anyway, just a reminder, everyone, if you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, make sure you stay tuned here. Click that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. See what kind of stuff we'll get into here with this map. No idea here yet, no idea. Again, we're kind of doing a little bit of an older school map here as far as our equipment goes. And, of course, it seems like, yeah, whenever you do the older equipment, you just run into more problems, right? Not that, the dirt map is maybe necessarily a problem, but also doesn't look super nice either, right? This chopper has, like, a lot of dirt on it. Like, oh, my goodness. At least it hasn't completely lost its paint. Although, maybe I shouldn't say that, because maybe it will. We got a couple of tractors on the map here that have, yeah, their front tires have lost their paint. Now, don't you just hate it, everyone, when the paint wears off your tires? I know, right? Yeah, it's like, really? Come on, mod authors. Again, as much as I'd like to give some mod authors some credit for that one, unfortunately, I cannot. I'm not giving the mod authors any credit for that one, because, like, it is plain as day. Like, if in the Giants Editor, everyone, which can't make a mod without Giants Editor, so in Giants Editor, it would have clearly showed, like, what it would have looked like once it was worn dirty. So, again, like I said, I'm not giving the mod authors any forgiveness on that one, because they clearly knew it was going to look like that. So I was like, well, we didn't fix it. It's a simple fix, too, so. Like, they really don't have an excuse. Like, why did you leave it so your tires, that the paint wears out? And by the way, that's a bit of a joke. The paint shouldn't be wearing out, right? The mod author simply needs to set their material type to rubber, or I forget, is it rubber or tire? I forget what it's actually called again. I'd have to go look, to be honest. But, yeah, you simply need to set the correct material on, and then you don't have to worry about that. Relax. Oh, about half full on the chopper here so far. It's taking a while to fill this up here. I guess we are kind of doing shorter rows here at the moment. Once we get a little bit further down the field, they should get a little bit wider. Yeah, maybe. It's going to take a while before they do get wider. I guess there's a reason Courseplay was running that direction, wasn't there? Maybe that was a good idea. Speaking of Courseplay, by the way, Courseplay does not seem to recognize the width of this chopper, by the way. Don't know why that is. Probably why Courseplay is having trouble here, too, because I cannot make that turn here with this wagon. By the way, can confirm, by the way, the tires on this wagon can brake. Ask me how I know. Or maybe I should just say ask Courseplay how it knows that one. So for those who've ever noticed, if you ever used any of the wagons that have the running gear on it like this, they have the front steerable axle like this. I don't know what it is in the game, Evan, but they all tend to break if you do something you shouldn't with them. And when I say something you shouldn't, maybe turn too tight, maybe whip the wagon around a little bit, go over the bump wrong, you know, go too fast around a corner. I don't know what causes it, but whatever it might be, Evan, the front tires tend to break on these wagons. And not just this type of wagon, but all the Parker wagons we have as well. I believe, think I've broken, and when I say I don't know if I have. Courseplay probably has, or Auto Drive in that case, I guess. Probably has broken some of the Parker wagon ones as well. I know the J&Ms will do it. Yeah, pretty much all the wagons out there with this style running gear, the front running gear, the front wheels tend to fall off and break, right? I don't know, just if it's a game problem or what it is, everyone, but... And yeah, of course, they somehow managed to, like, within the first round of the field or something, like, it did not take Courseplay long. I'm like, got Courseplay going, came back, and, like, it's broken. Like, what in the... How did Courseplay manage to break it that fast? First off, I didn't realize you could break these, because up until this point, I have not actually broken any of the Meyer 4H box running gears. Yeah. Even when we were running the tow-behind choppers, we were running the same, you know, wagons back then. Running the tow-behind choppers, we never broke a running gear on these. But Courseplay, I'm telling you, folks, Courseplay has all the talent, right? Courseplay somehow managed to break it. Anyway, don't forget to, if you like the video, give the video a thumbs up there. Also, if you'd like to join us in on our multiplayer server information down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Also, if you'd like to catch the multiplayer content as well, maybe you just want to watch, you don't actually want to join, you can find that information down below as well. RDAllen on Twitch. RDAllen on Twitch. Link is down below, or of course you can just go over to Twitch and you can find that information there. Why is this corn? I just noticed this, that one. Top-down view. Why is my corn patchy? That's not cool. That was not like that before, everyone. I don't think anyway. When we planted this, like we, actually, did we spray this field? I don't think we sprayed it, because we plowed it. And as a reminder, if you plow your field, you don't normally have to spray for weeds unless this map has something different. Does this map have something where you still have to spray for weeds? Although, with that being said, it doesn't show we have weeds. At least it didn't anyway. Maybe it changed. Turn this off so we can actually see stuff here. Yeah. Like, there's no weeds on this map. The field over here apparently has a little bit of weeds. It's probably just... oh, I don't know. Is that where the sprayer missed, maybe? Or if maybe where the plow missed? I don't know. I don't remember if we plowed that field or not. 70% full. I do have another forage wagon ready to go over there. Wagon got dirty really quick. Is that just me? Like, we just bought this wagon here last episode. I've only used it to chop this corn here so far, and it's already, like, filthy. Chopper is, too, for that matter. We got... oh, I was trying to look for hours. I don't see any hours on this. Oh, well. Oh, well, I'll have to say, though, having something kind of fun about doing a job like this, right? Going up and down the field. still a little bit annoyed. Like, and I did not notice this here last episode, but what is up with all the gaps in the corn? I did not notice that before. Maybe is that just the way the map is? In that case, I think we need a different planner of it because our planner apparently needs some help. Okay, well, anyway, let's head over to the comment section in a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder again, always enjoy reading all you folks' comments, so if you got something to say, throw it down below. Also, if you folks have any other good ideas for what might be causing a mod conflict or crash in this game, let me know, because, I don't know, running out of ideas. Like, as far as I know, I removed all my modded maps. I also... What else did I remove? I removed something else here this episode, too. I have to go look. But yeah, removing stuff. Maybe one of these days I just need to get drastic. Having like maybe this coming weekend and just like do what I've done before when it comes to mod conflicts. Everyone. Hey, why are we stuck? A little too tight of a turn, maybe. But yeah, when it comes to mod conflicts, Evan. What I've done in the past is you just like pull half your mods out and see what happens. If it fixes the problem, well, then you know that half you took out is where the mod is. Then you just start putting a few back in at a time, and see once the problem pops up, then you can hopefully narrow it down. Or if you take half your mods out, the problem still exists. Well, then the half the mods that are there is at fault, so then you take the other half the mods out, right? Or in this case, maybe, I guess what you could do for a real test, I would just, like, take all my mods out, except for the map, of course. You have to leave the map. Take all the mods out. See if the game crashes with no mods at all, just the map. If it doesn't, then it's another mod conflict. If it still crashes them, then it's the map, so... Just some troubleshooting tips there, I guess you could say. And again, as I said, everyone... I'm not the only one having this problem. I know several of you folks in the comments have said so as well, so I'm not the only one having crashes on this map. It would be nice if I can maybe, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what's causing it, and of course, if I do have one, I will be sure to let you folks know. Again, the mod author does have several mods you should not be using with this mod, one of which is precision farming, which is kind of disappointing, because, like, precision farming on this map, come on. You also shouldn't be using any of the mods that add seed types, that change seed types, I think. Animal husbandry mods. And I think there was something else, too. But, anyway. Mod author's page, you can check it out. Anyway, as I said, to the comments. I'm going to read some comments here in a moment. Starting off with Farmer1277. He was saying, it's been a while since I saw the thumbnail and went, hey, I have a similar chopper to that one at home. We have a New Holland 1900. Hey, very cool. I don't see any choppers like this around where I live anymore. Most of the farmers, if they're chopping, they've upgraded to much larger setups here at this point. And as for that matter too, I think I mentioned this before. I'm like, don't see a whole lot of New Holland harvesters around where I live, period. It's pretty much John Deere harvesters around here. I see a few red machines, and that's about it. It's pretty much heavily John Deere dominated when it comes to harvesting in my neck of the woods here. We do have, I think I mentioned this before, we do have a farmer, it's about 2 miles, mile and a half, maybe. Mile and a half down the road from where I live. They've got an old New Holland. I'm not sure what model number. I'd have to look, Evan. It's old New Holland TR or something. Similar to the one we have on the farm here. So yeah, farmer down the road that has a couple of those combines. Do see a few older gleaners around. Norton was saying, I think ivermectin is for deworming livestock. People were actually taking it for COVID-19. Yes, I remember that there, Norton. We better stop. We are full. I do remember that. That's why I recognized the name. I'm like, ivermectin. Yeah, that's that COVID, supposedly. Not sure I would advise doing that. I don't know. Yeah. But people were doing it, I guess, so. Willards was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Dumping this in our fermenting silo here, by the way. You know, I guess I could have just switched out with the tractor, couldn't I? Oh, well. With that being said, just one person here playing that one. Is it really more efficient for me to switch trailers than use the tractor to haul it? No, it's far more efficient for me just to haul it up here this way. Are you going to remember my unloads? No, you're not. No, switched on. There we go. Switch to the trailer. Unload out the back. Speaking of which, how are we looking on this silo here? 159 yards in there so far. We got 4.5 yards of silage. Make sure we fill this up because I have a feeling that we're going to need some feed for our cows here. I mean, we've got 500 of them, right? So, Michael was saying, I play on GeForce now, so I can't reclaim lost saves as their bot saved on my computer. It would be awesome to know which mods are doing this. After happening to me 3 times in a row and deflated and at a loss. Not sure. Okay. Sounds like he's having some mod problems here. Trying to sort out what mod is causing the issue. I take it if I'm reading it here right, Evan. Sounds like he's maybe having an issue with his save game there, not loading. And he's assuming it's a mod conflict. Yeah, and I would 100% agree with on that one as well. Typically, anytime you have problems with save games, usually it's a mod at fault. So, yes, you might have to use the save game backup feature to restore it, but it's still probably a mod that caused it, and or is still currently causing it. So just because you restore it doesn't mean it's going to go away. You might still have to figure out what mod caused the problem in the first place. So, funny we mentioned that. I won't go into it here again, but I just talked about it. So, again, take half your mods out. See if it fixes the problem. If not, take, so on and so forth. We just talked about it, so I won't talk about it again. But, and yeah, if you need more details on that, be sure to ask. I'll be more than happy to kind of explain my process. We could even maybe do a video at some point if it's not clear enough as to how we resolve a mod conflict. At least how I do, anyway. Let's see. John Luke was saying, did you remove all the maps out of your mod folder except this one? Just a thought. Great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. And yes, I thought that was a great idea as well. So that, like I said, that's what I've done, everyone. Unfortunately, I know, unfortunately, didn't solve the problem yet. I think what I'm going to do next, Evan, is I'm just going to remove all my mods except for the map and see if that fixes the problem. If it doesn't, then I know, everyone, that there is no hope. Like, I can continue removing all the mods I want, and it will never fix the problem. Then we know it is definitely the map at fault. Why? I don't know, but TDB was saying regarding the weeds in the corn, I've had that happen on a number of maps, even if I spray and eliminate them when they first appear. He also says, great video. Well, I can definitely say that's not supposed to happen there, TDB. Definitely not supposed to be happening. If you spray the weeds, well, okay, let's back up here just a second. If you get rid of the weeds before they first appear, you should never see any weeds on your field. Now, if you get to the point where you actually see weeds on your field like you do here, then you will need to spray the weeds. But that will not, it'll kill them, but it will not get rid of them, if that makes sense. Like, your weeds will still be there, but they should be brown. But they will still be there. Anyway, just looked over at the time, and it is time to wrap it up here this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.